Guys, it's been a few hours since I did my first ever Sapo session, and it was bizarre to say the least. Definitely one of the most unique experiences of my entire life, and definitely out there. So we're just prepping right now, right? This is
alcohol. Do you want to have a drink? No. So kind of, I just need you to relax, or it's going to hurt a bit more. Nice, smells like butter, eh? You're getting used to it, not even flinching now. Like a pro. Okay. I'm going to do Jed now. He doesn't want, I don't know.
We'll just leave it like that.
They just need their own quiet space, so it's kind of better that way. Spit.
Spit.
Gonna need some more.
More spit.
Yeah. I saw bucket loads coming up here. You got this.
Yeah, instantly it's just very hot throughout the whole body and tight through the head. I'm getting really tight in the chest already.
Yeah, just breathe, don't panic, just breathe.
Hey,
Just breathe, that's it. Through your mouth. I'm just going to put Jed's on and then I'll work with you. Just keep focusing on your breathing. Okay? Just get through it, you can do this.
I'm going to be free.
It's only 15 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
That's it. Nice. Good. That's it. You want that out of you.
My hands are going crazy.
Yeah, you'll be right.
Just keep breathing through it. It's beautiful.
Fitting? That's good, isn't it? Crazy.
That's perfect.
That's the one, so your
Hey.
lungs.
You're doing awesome. Yep.
It's all, I'm getting really, I can't breathe.
Yeah, you're okay. You're breathing. You are breathing. You feels like you can't, but you are. You're looking amazing.
You're doing
breathing.
really good.
Hey, I'm please asking you, please help me.
Yep, that's it. Keep breathing through it. Keep doing it. You're doing the work. Just focusing on the breath. You can do this.
Hey,
This
I'm
is
asking you, please.
This is it. You're working. You're doing this now. You're doing the work. We're right here.
Can you
sitting
please, Jed?
What do you need?
I need it off. I'm having a really hard time breathing.
You got it. You can breathe. You are breathing. You got it, bro.
Here. You are breathing. Do you want a drink of water?
Keep breathing. You're almost there. You're almost a third of the way there.
It's your body's trying to get this out.
Just let it take it out.
That's
This is
it.
exactly
See,
what
that's
you want.
what's coming out your
This is
body.
exactly
It's
what you
taking
want.
it out. That's what you need. We don't want to stop it and leave it in there.
There it is. Look, that yellow, bro. That's exactly what you want.
Perfect. You're starting to hit it.
You're
You're doing amazing.
yeah.
You really are. You're doing amazing. Feels intense, but it's already dropping away. I can see it in your energy field.
tissue.
What's that?
Tissue.
Sure, well done. There you go. That's it, blow it out. Beautiful. You can rinse your mouth out if you want to. Needs to move through both
I
bows.
just feel like there's more I have to throw up, but there's nothing left. I'm like pushing everything I got. I'm starting to get like.
Drink water. Drink the water so to help pull the rest out. See, like, still coming out.
I just want to take this off. I'm getting like worse. Please.
Yeah. I tried to take it off twice and started vomiting again. And ever since it's been all this really deep stuff.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, I can feel your energy. It's feeling much better. I was saying, come on, Eel, pull him out. Eel's like, no, he needs to release it. So, okay, in your hands.
Okay guys, so I just finished my first Sapo session and I just wanted to walk over what it kind of was like. So we started out with doing some rape, which is jungle medicine, and it's a snorting tobacco. I believe it's made from tree bark, and there's this special device that looks like this, and they fill the one end with the powder, you put it up your nose, she goes suck it up, and instantly your brain just is like, oh, it's burning, it's so painful, you want to fall over, you can't concentrate. But you have to concentrate because the whole purpose of doing the rape is to get your focus on what you want this experience or what you want out of the journey from the Sapo. So you have to stay strong through that while you're breathing in this tobacco dust up into your pineal gland to decalcify it. And you just focus on what you're trying to get out of it. So I was really trying to focus on just cleaning out my inside of my body because I knew that it was going to be filled with toxins. I've eaten McDonald's almost every day for 10 years. I used to drink nothing but Coca-Cola. So I knew that there was some serious inside damage that needed to be worked on. So that's what I spent my time focusing on. And so after we did the rape, she takes out a little stick and a lighter, and she burns it, and she burns 4 holes into your arm. And what that does is allows the poison to enter the body, but without entering the bloodstream. So you need to cauterize the skin, and that's what the poison goes on. So then after you have the holes, and what you do is she brings out this little piece of wood that has all this clear liquid on it, I guess, that you can tell is dried up, which is the frog poison. So what you do is you take some of your spit and you spit on the poison, and she mixes it all up, because what happens is human spit activates the poison. So you need to spit on it, you need to mix it all up, you make this nice gooey little gel. And what she does is she takes a little piece, scoops it up, and puts it on each one of the holes. And it's not just a little bit, it's like a nice little chunk of poison that's going on each one of those burns. So then after it's on, within the first 45 seconds, I noticed instantly I started getting extremely hot. My head got really hot, my face started getting tight, my chest started getting tight, and I started to panic right off the bat. I asked, oh, so apparently I went all the way through, but apparently if you wipe the poison off, the whole effect stops within minutes or very shortly after. But yeah, I panicked a little and asked if they would wipe it off, and they're like, nope, you're taking the journey. So then by a minute 30, my face was just completely swollen. I couldn't touch my lips together. My whole body felt like it was pins and needles, and my stomach was just rolling. My head felt super tight. Everything felt tight. It was very difficult to breathe. I can only breathe through my mouth. I had to breathe through my mouth because everything was so swollen. And then the scary part about that is now I'm coughing up stuff, and now I'm getting all this mucus and coughing and being able to only breathe through my mouth. So that was a little bit scary. But that whole series of events kind of only lasted maybe the first 8 to 10 minutes of like that really gnarly pins and needles and like thinking I was dying. And then as I got used to it a little bit and realized like, okay, this is what it's supposed to be, this is what's happening, then it changed to throwing up stomach bile. So after I got up all the mucus and all of just like the spit and whatever else was in my stomach, then I started throwing up that real nasty yellow, like deep in the gut stuff, like that stuff you only see when you're really sick. And basically all of that stuff, all those toxins and that like stomach acid and stuff, or yeah, it all just sits in there for your whole life, and like you really never get it up, so it just sits there your whole life. So then after you get all that stomach bile out, that yellow, then it gets real gross because now you're fully cleaned on the inside of all the liquids. So then what it starts doing is on the cellular level starts getting the toxins out. And this is you'll get these toxins from anything from eating poorly, drinking and smoking, to medication. Like if you've been on medication for a while, or if you've been in the hospital and been on IVs, like you get these toxin buildup from abuse of too much crap. So then when I started throwing up the brown black, just it looked like oil, like car oil, and it was coming from not my stomach, like it was coming from, like it was a very different throw up that I've never experienced before, but it was very hard to come up. It took a lot of coughing and a lot of attempts to get just a little bit out, but by the end of the whole experience I had vomited up like probably a full bucket this thick of just black oily looking toxins. And that apparently is what the whole journey was about, was getting all of that nasty dirty toxin out of my body. And after that finished up and I finished, well, for what I thought was finished with all that throwing up, then she came over, and this is probably at like maybe 45 minutes. I probably stayed in for 45 minutes. And then we wiped the poison off, and my stomach started to settle a little bit, but it was still really turning. Threw up for maybe an hour more after that, just here and there. And yeah, now we're here, like 3 hours later. I'm feeling amazing. Very unique, different experience that I don't think many people have ever experienced or would want to experience, because even though it is super good for you, it's an endurance medicine, which means if you want the results of the medicine, you have to endure something gnarly. And yeah, so I'm stoked to have done my first endurance medicine, and check Sapo off the list. Unbelievable. I'll check back in with you guys, let you know how I'm feeling in a few days. And yeah, let's hope from here on out I stay healthy. You.